Hey, you guys, we are back to talk about Married to Medicine. Ain't much to talk about, child, because they didn't put the finale, the reunion out there. And so, child, that's all we waiting for. Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video, Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. The channel's all about relationship, reviews, and entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine. And it's the season finale.
Lackluster.
Yes, it was.
So, if you're brand new to this channel and can't subscribe yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the like, and comment. Let us know your opinions. Even though we can agree to disagree, let's always be respectful. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is really and truly about Toya and Eugene's 16th anniversary. So, they are doing the Bridgerton ball, but she's gonna call it the Georgiaton or something like that, or whatever. So she's just basically talking to her event planners and saying what she want. Then she said that her budget is 25K plus. 25K and under. That's her budget, and she come with all this stuff or whatever. And I was like, ooh, they're gonna sound over the budget. She asked, they asked her did she need security. She said, of course. T and Greg have not RSVP back yet, so she's not sure if they coming. So in the next scene, you got T and Greg out to dinner, and we really and truly haven't seen much of them since the situation. And so they talking about the situation, just to put this part in there, she get up in the chair because it was kind of high. She was like, oh, I'm sitting up high. He said, well, you my angel. You right up there. And she said, you my king. Well, not like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yes, like no pun intended or whatever. So Greg was saying that he's still hurt. He actually disappointed about the group and stuff. And T said that she is not sure if she should go to Toya's event because, everybody not in a good place and stuff. She feels that the group is icing her out because, of Greg views, and because of what he got going on. Greg said, well, I'm gonna let the group handle this. Whatever they want to do, I'm gonna let them handle it. And and so he said something about did he say he wanted to drop the charges? I think he said something about he do want to they want him to drop the charges. So he said, well, it may be that everybody may have to do their own thing. He may not be a part of the group. You got something to say? What you just hear? For moral support. So anyway,
go baby, go baby, go. Go baby, go baby, go.
So Toya and Eugene are talking about Greg and T coming to the event and stuff because they have an RSVP. And so she said that, what we're gonna do if they decide to come, we're just gonna set a time. So the other ones can because Heavenly be so far up Quad, but her security guard, but Quad wouldn't dare go to the same lengths for Heavenly at all. She didn't even tell you she had a man. So I just don't understand, but I do understand because Heavenly is anything against Sweet Tea. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So because she don't like Sweet Tea, then I'm a side over here. So anyway, so yeah, they're gonna set up a time to where Quad and King and G and Greg and T not coming in at the same time. So that's the plan. So, they doing everybody getting ready. So I did write this part down with King and Quad. They talking about the situation and stuff. And King said that, he can't believe that another black man would press charges. I said, I can't believe another black man would charge like that. Like, it was words. We should have kept it as words. But Greg never touched you. He didn't get in your face, but that part was like the second part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it really, truly, I didn't understand. Go ahead, baby.
You said what I had to say. You know. Yeah, man. You shouldn't have done that.
Baby, come on now.
All right.
You said more to me in there.
Yeah, you said what I had to say. You should have left that words. You keep saying another black man dropping charges or putting charges on another black charging at you. You shouldn't have done that. So you basically said what I was going to say.
Yeah. Okay. So the couples is showing up in their attire and everything. Now I could say that Simone missed the mark, child, because it looked like she was going to the prom, high school prom. So I don't know what her attire, whoever told her that's how it's supposed to look. It don't. It don't. I don't think nobody else had on that bright pink like that, little girl. So T and Greg are showing up because they wasn't sure if they was coming. So they are reading a letter that they are reading, which I don't understand the concept of it, and I don't know if it was something back in Bridgerton or whatever.
I think it was somebody trying to be shady and messy, but it didn't come off shady and messy. And it seemed like production chopped it up some kind of way. I don't know who wrote the letter. Was it Toya writing the letter? Was it Sweet Tea? Because Sweet Tea did say she gonna spill some tea. Then they turned around after she said that. The letter came out. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
It was weird. But they did say that Curtis was had put his hands on Heavenly hip, and they showed the picture, and Jackie said, now why did you put your hands on and Jackie in the back, and like that ain't her man?
No, Jack was in front.
That was Heavenly.
Look, it was 3 people in the picture. Heavenly right there. Curtis, Heavenly, then Jackie.
Yeah.
Cause he had his hand on Jackie's shoulder.
Oh, well, she was more so pushed in the back.
Right, but he still touching her. Yeah.
But why did you have your hand on Heavenly hip? Like that Curtis is just
first of all,
touching the ladies.
Taking a picture, sometimes you do have to touch the person in your picture with.
I promise you, I have never seen, nor will I ever see you wrap your hands around another
woman. He didn't
woman.
wrap it. He just had his hand on her hip.
You put it up here. I didn't see you do that. I would even take the upper back. But
you can't go low. You can't go low. You can't go low back. You can't go hip. Mm-mm. Can't go no lower than the lower back. In what rule book?
So now let's move on.
Yeah, man. And then again, if a man put his hand on your lower back, I probably would say something.
Well, I'll let a man put his hand on my hip then. You'll be fine with that?
No.
Okay then. Point proven. Let's move on. So Greg said that talking to the guys, he said he allowed them to handle the situation and handle the miscommunication between him and King and
First
stuff
of all,
like that.
There was no miscommunication. You said what you said. Second of all, like I said in the previous videos, I wouldn't have done that. I would never press charges on somebody gets charging at me. But, I can tell the man how he feels and what he needs to do. And third of all, I think Greg did this to be petty. He can't really go after King and Quad different ways, but this is a way he can go after them and get them pushed off the show, basically.
I think both of them doing it to get each other pushed off the show. And Quad refused to be in the same room, and him doing that. So I think it's both of them.
So me, as this episode was going on, it seemed to me it was likely that Greg and Sweet Tea won't be coming back next season.
That would make it seem.
Yeah. Like. Then also I'm saying as the show, I'm saying, especially towards the end. Maybe Quad and King won't be coming back either. Maybe both couples won't be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So
Quad gonna fight to get back, child. That's one thing she gonna do.
But she's not married to Madison though.
She ain't. She ain't married to Madison, honey. And I ain't finna tussle with y'all in the comments over it because Mariah said it best. You not married to Madison. And again, I say housewife, that's a different concept.
I think somebody said she was married to Madison.
She was married to the ex.
No, she was an LPN.
They didn't say LPN. They said what them pharmacy nurse? I mean pharmacy reps. That's pharmacy representative. Reps. That was the word that I was trying to say.
Yeah, but come on, man. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, the Greg said that he listens to his wife and he's gonna take some ownership, I guess, of his own actions.
I'm glad he said that because he needed to. Because Greg got to take accountability. You know, he had a lot to do with this mess himself. You know, so he had to take accountability. Maybe he needed a couple of days to cool off and calm down
For weeks.
after his hit single went out and it was like a top 20 on the radio station. I got me a new woman. So after that hit the top 25, he felt redeemed. After he felt redeemed from that song, so he said, you know what? I'm making millions and millions of dollars off this song I
Not
released,
millions.
and I feel redeemed now because I'm a rock star.
Wow.
So now I can go ahead and cool down, relax, and think about things. And
Alright.
he, you know,
That's
so
what
he
he did.
decided to change his mind about the whole situation.
All right then.
Rock star.
So T and Greg are you know, they got to leave because Heavenly and Quad are coming.
You know what that reminds me of? I said, why does that schedule remind me of a high school schedule? You know how you got first period, third period. Yeah, that's what it reminds me. Yeah.
So Greg said that, you know, that because they were trying to decide. T said that she don't really want to leave, but Greg said, listen, it's y'all anniversary. We're gonna buy out, you know, and leave. And, you know, time will heal all wounds.
Greg, that was a big move you made. A very mature move. You know, you didn't want to mess up Toya's and Eugene's, you know, anniversary party. So you decided to leave. Even though y'all didn't mess it up, the people that came after y'all kind of messed it up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So Greg and T, they, you know, say their goodbyes and everything. And so in their confessional, they was like, well, maybe we need some time to take away. Maybe we need to take away some time, you know, focus on us. And then, you know, we're trying to focus on have a baby and all that stuff. So maybe we just need to take time away from the group. So with those words, it made it seem like they may not be coming back next season. You know, and I can say for me, I'm torn because I think, like I said, I have Sweet Tea kind of, you know.
She grew on me.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, she challenges Dr. Heavenly. And I like the fact that Dr. Heavenly don't like her because she can get along for the most part with everybody, but she really on the outs to try to put Sweet Tea off the show.
But she brought
she brought
her on the show. Yeah, but
and so now Greg, like I said, he gonna have to show us that he getting help and therapy and all that stuff, whatever. There's the anger management classes and all that stuff. And go ahead,
no, you don't say this about Greg. If he comes back, he has to get help. He has to get help. He has to get his anger under control, man. He has to get the way he talks to a woman under control. Cause I don't like the way he talks to a Sweet Tea at times, especially when he's angry. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully they address it at the reunion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope, and like I said, I hope the man do get help. You know, and because he really do need it. You know, and I know him and Quad, they went through a lot when they was married, but it was back and forth. It wasn't one side like people, you know, ooh, it is Greg. We know Greg the way Greg is. But Quad's not completely innocent in this either, in my opinion. Go ahead, baby.
So let's see. So Heavenly walks in. Now I think that Heavenly look good. Now I like her dress. Now I ain't gonna say she just like
that hair she did.
And maybe it was something. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
It was like she was like a evil queen or evil witch or something. It was what it seemed like to me. You know what I'm saying? It was
different, but I liked her dress.
And what about Dr. Damon?
He would look like he finna go to a funeral. So yeah, he always gonna do the bare minimum. Honey.
Why do he even show up to these things, man?
Just to support his wife. He gonna always not participate, do the bare minimum, the bare if he do that. So yeah, he definitely was going to a funeral.
Hold on, before you go, he seemed like to me he was a party pooper in college. You know what I'm saying? When you have a theme party and you just show up,
That probably was him.
Yeah, man, I'd rather for you not to show up.
At least he show up in them scrubs because he sure would do that, honey, like he just got out of work. And I liked Toya and Eugene's. I liked theirs. I like Quad and King. I think they did a good job.
The purple did look good. It did.
Mimi and Steve did a good job as well. Now the rest of
what about what's up, contestant husband name? Scott and his
Oh.
Prince hairstyle.
Uh.
What he was thinking about.
So if y'all noticed that they had I think her name was Felicia what is it? Priscilla. The voice, the lady that did the voice, which was the MC. So this lady be on TikTok, and I know some of the other, Instagram and all that stuff, whatever. She always do the different voices, she could do Asian, she could do all the different voices, and it is a delight to watch her. So she made it to Married to Medicine. So shout out to her. I think it's Felicia. I mean, yeah. So let's see. So she's the MC. So she's introducing all the couples, and that's when we really get to see everybody who, dressing and stuff. So Simone, Contessa, and Letitia 3 days before this sat down and tried to get Phaedra to come. Phaedra said, "Bunk y'all. I ain't coming back to this regular reunion. I ain't come back
that
to
was
y'all
3 days.
regular finale. I ain't doing none of this. So no, I'm good."
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, baby, because you had your head down on your phone. That's why I asked you what you're doing.
Okay. I ain't know 3 days before the event. Okay. I was looking at something. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said you paying attention. So yeah, that's why. Yeah, they said up there 3 days. So Eugene tells, gives a speech on how they met, and I thought it was nice. Eugene, they've been together a long time, honey. They've been. And where was they from?
I know Toya's from Michigan.
Yeah, because he said he
met her in Michigan.
He said he was gonna move to Atlanta, but then he met Toya. So I guess
they're both from Michigan. I guess.
And they were such a cute couple. I mean, they still are. They're just such a cute couple. So she was just saying that one thing about Eugene, he always encouraged her. I guess she just loved the way he loves her. Now I told y'all, I think that I know that I like Toya and Eugene's marriage. I like their playfulness, their funniness together. I know some of y'all said she worked that poor man and that she don't care nothing about it. That's their marriage. That's it works for them. So, but yeah, I like them together. So Curtis was telling the guys that, listen, I talked to Greg, so he was telling King and Damon, since they were late. Talked to Greg, and so Greg said he want the guys to handle it and stuff. So he asked King, was he open for a conversation? King said, I ain't talked to Cole yet, but I'm open, because it looked like he real hesitant, wasn't he?
Oh, I think King, to me, seems like he wants to be part of the group and stay on the show, and he looks like he has to. If you look in his eyes, especially after this incident, he regret doing it. I can tell. Like how he's trying to make Dr. G look bad, like, oh, he's like bipolar. Something he said.
He was like real
irrational or something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, hold up, now you don't want to charge this man with your shirt off. You don't want to irrational, you know what I'm saying? No, irrational. I'm sorry, irrational. And my bad, I misspoken. He was the one irrational. So it's like he's trying to turn the narrative, like what alternative universe he lives in, because he changed the facts here.
Because I didn't see that. Maybe they didn't show us some stuff, but I didn't see, because he made it seem like Greg was the one that was charging at him.
Yeah, he was trying to make Greg look like he was aggressive. So then, but when he was there at the party talking to the guys, he looked like a kid that was sorry he did something. You know what I'm saying? Because the look in his eyes and just his whole demeanor was like kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm willing to talk, And the bottom line is this: I'm glad both guys are willing to talk this out, because it went too far, it was too messy, and somebody could lost their livelihood. Dr. G was got in a fight with this man, he could have lost his license. You know what I'm saying? So, and King, it could have hurt his business. So I'm glad they're willing to talk. And I hope they can get this thing put behind them and be more understanding. Actually, I think King and Greg will be pushing this behind them. And I think they will be more understanding, more cordial towards one another. The problem is always going to be between Greg and Quad.
It's going to be them wives.
Yeah, I forgot Sweet Tea too.
Yeah. I mean, Sweet Tea probably can do the same, but it's really Quad, because Simone is talking to Quad in front of the other ladies, and she was like, well, I just want to see, do you think that y'all can coexist? And Quad was like, nope, because I want them off the show. That's in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. Nope. And I'm telling y'all, I was here. I wouldn't say first, but I guess she was saying she was here before Sweet Tea. I want them off the show. And she didn't say that, but everything about it says because, y'all had them on here when I went on here and y'all put her in my face, yada, yada, yada. So,
But then you say Quad, before Sweet Tea got on the show, Quad was hanging with her real friends.
she said that.
Yeah.
And that's something that Simone gonna bring up. And I guess she's still,
Kind of salty about it.
Yeah, because Quad said when they was having an event on the show that, the sister circles, y'all my real friends, y'all my ride or die, y'all my real sisters. And she pretty much gave them the middle finger. And now that show no longer exists. Now Quad trying to get back over here, so that's what Quad do. To me, she's a user. She's a user. Where it's convenient, she uses, honey. If it's not convenient, she ain't staying. That's why she ain't tell them about King and then like that. And probably she ain't want to spoil it, so she was gonna pop out with him like she did now.
I just feel like, if this show is going to continue to go on, that if everybody wants to stay on the show, they're going to have to get over this and be cordial towards one another.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Greg and Sweet Tea are for real about leaving the show so they can kind of focus on their marriage. Maybe that's real. We don't know. And maybe it's a misdirect. But Quad and King, first of all, they're not married, okay? And they don't even live together. King might.
Who's to say that this gonna last?
That's why I'm saying King might get up one morning and say, you know what? I'm not moving in. I don't want to buy. I'm good where I'm at right now. So they might break up. Yeah. So, did they get engaged?
I don't think so.
They're not even engaged, are they? Mm-mm. They just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Toya was saying, well, listen, I don't want to have to choose, between y'all, and Quad adamant of like, I'm not finna mingle with them. I'm not. So
and she has that right.
Yeah. And then Toya said, everybody made some mistakes, including King. She, what mistakes he made? Heavenly. Like, yes, the dude made some mistakes by charging at the man. Was y'all not there?
I think Toya made a bad mistake on the scheduling. I think she should have had Greg and Sweet Tea come an hour earlier. Then after that, King and Quad, and they leave. Then after that, you bring in Damien and Heavenly. Because when you get Heavenly and Quad together, it turns to an S show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly gonna say something sideways.
And Jack always saying, why is she opening her mouth?
And go to left field with it because she trying, cheerlead for her friend Quad. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And I remember that Toya said, King, you're a good man. You're a good man. Is. And I do think that King seems like a good dude. No, he just had a bad moment at that time.
No, it's not bad. It was a bad moment. He seemed like he's a good dude, but man, you can't get caught up in this stuff, right, man. You know what I'm saying? You just coming in on this stuff, and these people have some toxic history with one another. So don't get yourself involved when you don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? And I understand Damien said, well, he said somebody's wife, you need to stick up. But his wife kept antagonizing the situation.
His girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, his girlfriend. So every time his girlfriend antagonized somebody, so that means King got to step in and defend her. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
the Quad said that, she want them to consider her feelings and put them in her shoes and stuff. And so basically Quad was just saying, if she got to get put out the group, they got to do what they got to do. They got to choose. So.
And I hate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Quad was on the show for a long time. They've been friends for a long time. And it's unfortunate that this situation happened. This right here shows that some exes y'all can't mingle with it. Can't coexist with, and this is one of them. And but me personally, if it's gonna affect my pocketbook, my money, my bag, sometimes you just gotta tough it out. Yeah. You tough it out, you know what I'm saying?
So that's it, y'all. Then they went off, showing the little finale stuff and showing what reunion, a 3-part reunion. But sit down and, have a 3-part reunion. Maybe it's gonna be the women, then talk to the men, then the last one all together, something like that. But I don't know why they had to have 3 parts, because honey, the whole season wasn't like that. We're gonna keep talking about this fight, okay? But on that note, you guys, y'all have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys on the next video, which will be on Tuesday. We're gonna do married at first sight, and if you watch our Family and Fiance, we're just gonna combine them into two every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
And if y'all looking for us on Friday, this Friday, you won't be seeing us. It won't be happening because Ready to Love don't come on to the next summer or to the rest until this summer coming up. So yeah, so Fridays we will be free.
On Thursdays we do our married at first sight live.
No, that don't make no sense. But anyway.
What don't make
Yeah.
All right, you guys. See you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
Duchess.
Hey!